up, Outlaws? Welcome to Ghostwriter Intuition. I'm your girl, Bree. I'll be your judge, jury, and executioner here, as well as president of the Motorcycle Club. Go on and hit that like and subscribe button as you're coming in, and hit the notification bell so that you can stay updated with all of our investigative reads, zodiac readings, and spiritual warfare tips and tricks, just to help keep you strapped up in these spiritual streets. All right, y'all. So my spirits have had me really doing some research lately. So I've been rewatching Helsing Ultimate. I think it's Helsing Ultimate. And basically they were drawing my attention to the scene where Alucard and the Exorcist first meet. And in this scene, it's like the Paladin is the name of the Exorcist. That's not his real name, but that's his code name. The Paladin cut off the head of Alucard, thinking that was going to be enough to kind of neutralize the vampire, and he was turning his attention to essentially his child, the police girl. And she was trying to get out and run away, but when she got to the window, she realized that there was the barrier, a blessed barrier that was basically trapping her in this space. So there's something significant about this, like using blessings or using certain incantations to trap people within a space. And then I know this is something that I've experienced personally before, and I have people who can actually confirm that this was a thing. So it's kind of think of it in Jujutsu Kaisen with the domain expansion. So once the cursed spirit constructs their domain expansion, it prevents people from leaving. So yeah, I've had experienced something like this before, when I was living in what I now realize was a fun house that basically I caught a specific homeless dude walking around reciting certain psalms around my property, and I was with a friend one day and she saw it, and then I had another friend come to my property and they were like, the energy there was just fucking weird. And it was always weird after I saw that dude. So but anyways, there's also song channels for today. So the two songs that came out were Duality by Slipknot and I'm Not Jesus by Corey Taylor and Apocalyptica. So let's get into the lyrics pull here. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends, it works its way inside. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it. I have screamed until my veins collapsed. I waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much fate. I've wished for this, I've bitched for that. I've left behind this little fact: you cannot kill what you did not create. I've gotta say what I've gotta say, and then I swear I'll go away, but I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big past. You're left with me because you left me no choice. I push my fingers into my eyes. Hey, that's my shit. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it. Put me back together or separate the skin from bone. Leave me all the pieces, then you can leave me alone. Tell me that reality is better than the dream, but I found out the hard way. Nothing is what it seems. And then the lyrics for the other song. Dirty little secret, dirty little lies. Say your prayers and comb your hair. Save your soul tonight. Drift among the faithful, bury your desires. Aberrations filled your head. You need a place to hide, and I am. Do you remember me and the kid I used to be? Do you remember me? When your world comes crashing down, I want to be there. If God is looking down on me, I'm not Jesus. Jesus wasn't there. You confess it all the way, but it don't mean shit to me. If God is looking down on me, I'm not Jesus. I will not forgive. I thought you were a good man. I thought you talked to God. You Hippocratic, messianic, child abusing, turned satanic. So, yeah, I can kind of get an idea of where this is coming. It's like people wanting to basically construct this domain expansion type of energy around victims of certain things so that they cannot get out of a controlled environment, so that they cannot tell the truth to the world. I call upon the Most High, my ancestors, angels, demons, spirit guides, power animals. Please be here with me here and now. Protect me as I channel. Use me as mouthpiece of the divine. Clear my throat chakra so that I may deliver messages of truth, clarity, precise, concise, and accurate messages for the highest good of the collective. Please dispel the veil of falseness. Allow that which needs to be seen. Allow that what needs to be known to be known. Give me the discernment to know what needs to be spoken and what needs to be omitted. Any spirits of opposition, delay, confusion, delusion, illusion, or subterfuge must leave this place at once. Ashe. We have autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope with number 6. So already in this reading, we are covering, this is going back kind of to that energy of the wild hunt here. Somebody has been marked for the hunt. And this is a time for you to just step back and let your spirits take their course here for the crimes that they have committed with the winged steer at the bottom of the deck, because you see clearly what's happening with Seraphim's sight and you know the next step here. And you're leaving behind these individuals who feel strangely lonely because they're holding on too tightly of a past version of who you were, holding on to your energy, trying to conserve their image, conserve their reputation, but you are stepping into this time of powerful personal growth as you leave behind these energies that are so committed to having this collision of beliefs with you here. And you're basically leaving them behind as an important ending is coming here. Show me more. As I'm getting into this energy, I was having this issue yesterday as well as I was getting these messages coming in, but now I'm getting like a headache in my eyebrow here. And yesterday it was like here and like trying to like swim around too. This has also been happening to another associate of mine as well. So this is like a large scale spiritual attack towards people who are seeing the truth of these situations for what they are. We have Father at the bottom of the deck here. What do we need to know about this energy, Spirit? And then Father came out again, so this may have been somebody who overstepped the boundaries of a father here. or who are repeating cycles of a father, with a time for spirit being clarified by ships. This is you sailing away from this energy to spend more time with your spirits. This is your aquatic spirits getting your get back here and basically funding your own personal growth here. As you run away from this high priest or priestess energy, it's like, I thought you were a good man. I thought you talked to God, Hippocratic, Messianic. Yeah. So this is somebody who is holding themselves out as this high priest or priestess figure. A father. Doing this unbeknownst to the mother, or a mother that didn't show up and protect her children here. Powerful personal growth. We have clarified by Asia, communal living in reverse, and authority figures in reverse. This is getting into the energy of grid work here being done. As this person steps into their own personal growth, leaving behind expectations for communal living by the authority figures in their life that have done nothing but cause war and battles, that were causing these wars and battles either to affect their health, or now these authority figures abusing their positions. Health is being affected by the wars and battles that they've inflicted on this individual's subconscious mind here. Yeah, we have health coming out in reverse here on top of communal living. I'm gonna go fast because I got some congee cooking on the stove. What else do we need to know about the energy spirit? I'm hearing they want you to reconcile, but you have no interest. Here, we do not negotiate with terrorists. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we have dawn in reverse with the light after the darkness. Cauldron in reverse with synergy and healing, and winter in reverse. So yeah, it's like there's not gonna be any new beginning. Like with this card, I'm seeing the rune Degas. It's like there's not gonna be a new chapter with this energy here. There's not gonna be healing brought to the relationships here because the time has already passed. Like this is just the pause now before winter sets in. This is going back to that autumn is my last chance card here. It's like you had all this time to right your wrongs, but instead of tapping into the infinite possibilities that you had before in the past, this full moon is now illuminating your loss of control with zombie here because of giving into impulses of wildness here with the werewolf in reverse. What else do we need to know about this energy spirit? What else needs to be known about this energy spirit? have a time to look within with dig deeper, give it a chance in reverse. So as this individual that's been affected, or individuals that have been affected by this energy, take time and go deeper, spending more times with their spirits, they're finding that they don't want to give this a chance here because of, with this give it a chance card being on top of the 8 of clubs, this is giving me the 8 of wands here. So it's like they may be feeling any sort of like energetic influence or messages that people are like sending at them, trying to convince them to give it a chance, because the wolves are closing in on their like their stable foundation here that they've built on lies. We have the wealthy male here, yeah. Their stable foundation built on lies through the abuse of their authority here. And this kind of brings me back to like the original, like the beginning of the message where I was talking about the energy of like the paladin, where it's like, yes, he was the Vatican's best operative as far as exorcists go to exterminate vampires. But because of experimentation that had happened on him, in order to give him the powers of like regeneration, which is directly mimicking vampires, mind you, he kind of went kind of crazy, and he was also just like, you know, a religious fanatic, and those are always dangerous people. And that's any religion, that's not even just Christianity or Catholicism. So, and mind you, Alucard and the police girl, the people that he were tracking down, they were working really on the same side to track down and exterminate vampires that were attacking humanity. Because that's the whole point of the Helsing Corporation. We have Justice is Blind coming out with a time to look within. So yeah, it's like this justice, and this also came out on top of father, so it's like it doesn't matter your relationship to the affected, like justice is coming here. Like you can't manipulate your way out of karma, unfortunately. We have warring ancestors here on top of give it a chance in reverse. So yeah, your warring ancestors are striking down any attempts at energetic manipulation here to get you to come back to the fold. And the wolves are coming in clarified by a quarter. So what is a quarter from now? Today is July 31st, so we'll call it August. September, October, November. So by November, this justice will be ringing in with this wealthy male figure here. Because somebody lost the plot in reverse. Not fully human this year. So somebody lost the plot of what they were meant to be doing with this authority that they had here. This is giving like inheritance fraud in order to make a way for themselves here. By tapping into demonic frequency. So this is like somebody, I thought you were a good man, I thought you talked to God, but in reality, Hippocratic, messianic, turned satanic. Okay. So somebody is giving off the guise of being a Bible thumper, but in reality, they've become a Satanist here. in their, if not in their actual religious beliefs, then in their practices. Let's see. Show me what we need to know about this energy. Show me what we need to know about this energy, Spirit. We have the Lovers. So this could be a Gemini. Or a couple of people that did this. This kind of got into the cycles of the father that weren't ended by the mother here. With the Emperor. King of Cups in reverse. So this is giving an emperor who is a tyrant, with the Sun in reverse, attempting to conceal the truth through illusions, through manipulation here. The Sun is like an inner child card too, so like this is a father figure who has done severe crimes to people's inner children here, and this is being exposed. We have the Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man in reverse. There's a lot of reversals, and this deck is not in reverse, y'all. So this is definitely like energy that is trying to be blocked here. So with the Ace of Swords falling out on top of, in reverse falling out on top of the Lovers, this is concealing the truth from a partnership or attempting to. Trying to keep people from changing their perspective on someone's authority or the fact that they are in a position of authority here, as people, as revealing the truth of the manipulation and the illusions would cause people to walk away from them. But I think that's justice in itself here. For the things that they have acted out upon in their impulses, giving into baser desires here, the actions they have actually taken. This is not an action that was just thought about and then, so like when it comes to things like this, I'm like, what you think about is one thing, but it's what your first thought is one thing. The second thought and the actions that follow is the problem here. Yeah, this individual wants to be seen a certain way in a family. They want to be seen as stable. They want to be seen as having it all together here. So they've been doing magic to make it seem this way. Magic is not always spells and curses, y'all. We had the Five of Pentacles wanting to pop out here, so this could just be manipulation to not be broke. Didn't I say something about the Eight of Wands in reverse too? So yeah, they've been trying to block someone else's forward movement, trying to get them to be seen in the light that they are truly standing in here. With the Five of Swords. So this is having a trick up your sleeve wanting to lay your burdens on another person who has actually laid their swords down here. The moon and the lovers. Yeah. So this is trying to keep the truth of who you are from a lover. Being burdened by what you have created. You cannot kill what you did not create. I don't even want to say what I'm picking up with this Ace of Wands energy because this shit is fucking disgusting. Alright. I'm gonna get a little bit of words from Santa Muerte and then I'm gonna get out of this energy. So Santa Muerte, for the individuals affected, what is going to be the next course of action? What is their justice going to be? Santa Muerte. We have the Ace of Swords coming out, so the truth will be heard here, and as you close out this cycle, the resources that are due to you are going to be coming in for you as you battle with the beast that has tried to restrict you here with strength. We also have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck here, so your perspective has changed on these people already. And you're gaining further perspective on the ways in which you want to move forward with your own life here. I'm pulling my reading off the table. Was this meant to be upright or reverse? It was meant to be upright. Okay. So as you take the time and you build the foundation for yourself, cutting through the weeds that have been set out before you, you're kind of growing a bigger bag for yourself and establishing security. It's like a wealth transfer, essentially. Because you've triumphed over this Seven of Swords energy that they are throwing at you. You've held on to hope and you've continued to reflect on the things that have happened to you. With this Seven of Swords here, with the coffin nails here, there may be a need for you to make a certain ward with coffin nails. Basically making Mars water with coffin nails here. Because you are gaining perspective on how to climb the ladder and become the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing yourself and your creations here. Final remarks. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So yeah, you're planning how to move forward in like your work and financial life here. I'm gonna get one from the shamanic healing for individuals that are affected here. And then I'm gonna go check on my porridge. Yeah, we have abundance coming out here. So there's definitely new abundance coming towards you, collective. Now that you have stepped into a new energy grid, like you've stepped out of this entrapment that they tried to keep you in, and you're unlocking the new abundance of this new environment here. Asia's definitely significant here. So you may need to work with bamboo plants in order to help bring this energy in. Anything else? One more card. We have burden. So yeah, you're stepping into your abundance and you're laying down the burdens of other people, and you're reaping the benefits of the work that you've been diligently doing, because the ant here is a diligent worker, but he takes on a burden that's like, what, 10, 20 times more of his body weight. So you're going to be rewarded for the shit that you've had to go through, collective, and you're going to be able to climb the ladder. Good for you. So with that, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to call justice on this situation here. Thank you so much for being here, collective. Hit the description box below if you need personal readings into this energy for your own life or any other energy. And if you need energy healing, I can hook you up with that too. All right, let's ride out, Outlaws.